All right, what it do? What it do? How's it going, YouTube? Moco Tattoo.
Tigre here. What's up, everybody? How we doing?
Man, the West Side Speakeasy Podcast and Reaction Channel. For those that don't know, I want to say we're on episode 9?
Yeah,
or is it 8?
9. It's getting close to 10. I want to say it's 9 already. Yeah, episode 9.
Episode 9, because if it's 8, we're going to put 9. We're going to skip 8. It don't matter.
Nah, yeah, it's 9. It's 9.
Yeah, is it?
Yep.
All right, for Shelsky. All right, man. This weekend, I got to admit,
There's a lot going on, man. A lot going on in the world.
there's a lot going on. As you can kind of hear me, I'm a little sick. Actually, I'm just getting over my little cold and stuff or whatever. That's why we took a couple days longer. We were supposed to post like 2 days ago?
Maybe a day ago, 2 days ago. It's cool.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, we just some podcasters out here in Southern California, in a how do you say
from an undisclosed location in Los Angeles.
A little bit about us, we're just some young raza.
Yep.
And you can find us on West Side Speakeasy on Instagram,
TikTok.
And for those that don't know, Moco Tattoo, I do tattoos, I do airbrushing, and so let's get it started, dog.
Let's get right into it, bro.
Man, all right.
Can we start off with a little bit of sports?
Before we say anything else, like and subscribe.
Please, like it. Yep. Like, hit it, like, subscribe. Thank you for everybody who's been commenting, liking. We appreciate all the interaction, man. Thank you.
Hey, and we only got I think I want to say 2 or 3 more people for 100 subscribers.
Yeah,
dog.
yep. So as soon as we hit that, 3 random subscribers, we're going to send you guys some little merchandise.
Little merch. As a matter of fact, it's from the West Factory.
Yep.
You could look them up. They also got a podcast, Champion City
Podcast. Yep. Shout out to the fellas, man.
Yeah, your boy Smurf and Young Dopey.
Yep. Shout out to the
homie
boys.
Charlie. So check this out. Usually what we start off with is some sports.
Yep.
Usually Tigre is a little bit more educated on this one, man. So if you want to go ahead and educate us on.
Well, sports have been kind of, it's been a little bit interesting. The playoffs just started in the NBA.
I heard the Lakers lost,
man,
dog.
we lost the first game, bro. We did. We lost the first game. Luka started off hot, too. He had like 15 in the first quarter, I want to say. He started off pretty good. Today, we're going to get a second round at it. We're going to get game 2 today.
With who?
Against the Timberwolves. It'll be at home. I still call it Staples Center. I guess it's the Crypto Arena, whatever.
Oh, okay. That's the one in L.A.
That's the one in L.A., yep. And the Dodgers play today, too. They actually play the Cubs today, too, in L.A.
They were doing good, no?
Yep, the Dodgers been doing pretty good. Yep. What else we got? I know. It was pretty funny with the WNBA. You know how that's pretty hot right now. There's a girl named Angel Reese. She played for LSU, and she plays for the Chicago Sky. They just drafted some girl named Haley Van Lith.
Okay.
She played with her 1 year, bro. They didn't get along at all, so she quit the next year, and then now she's going into the WNBA, and now they're teammates again, bro. So that's kind of it's
women,
funny.
dog.
It's funny how the world puts it right back together and shit. It's kind of funny.
Hey, this is probably gonna be a little challenging for them because
big time.
Now
big time.
they're what is this like
WNBA
now?
Yeah,
so they can't. Oh man, we gonna see how that plays out,
and
dog.
This is where your money's at now.
That's what I'm
trying
saying.
to get money.
This is important, dog. So. But you know what? I feel like females are good with that poker face, dog.
They are. But deep down inside, you know how they are.
Oh, they want to fucking probably like stab each other, dog.
1,000,000%. She's like, I can't believe I got fucking drafted here. She was probably saying, out of all the teams, please not Chicago. You get drafted to Chicago. Fuck.
Damn. So what was their name?
Haley Van Lith and Angel Reese. They got to team up now again.
Hey, good luck, Angel Reese.
And Haley.
Yeah. Good luck on that one, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, for sure. That's cool. That's the WNBA. Dodgers doing good. Lakers lost, but they got another
game
chance.
2 today. Yep, game 2 today.
All right, man. So, man, it's wild, bro. It's definitely like we've been gone for like a little 3-4 days,
and a lot's been going down in those 3-4 days, bro.
Let's just
start it off
right.
Get right into it.
I want to say a couple days ago, at the age of 88, I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Pope. I think Francis, was it?
Yeah, we're going to jump right into that one. Yep, Pope Francis.
So the Pope has been the Pope for the while, right?
He's been the Pope for, I want to say, like maybe 5 to 7, 8 years, maybe.
Oh, really?
I'm not too sure.
Because there was another one before that.
Yeah, that evil-looking Pope, bro. I didn't like that one. His name was like Pope Benedict, if I'm correct. If you look at that fool, bro, he had evil in his eyes, bro. That guy was
kind of like thick, right?
Nah, he was kind of like a menacing little evil-looking dude.
I
didn't like him. I heard some very bad rumors about him, why he had to step down and all that.
Okay, let's get into it.
So yeah.
So what was his?
I didn't mess with that guy. Supposedly he was hiding like he would hide pedals, bro. Like priests that would get caught doing shit like that, instead of like sending them to get like, you know, prosecuted by the law, he would move them from like continent to continent. So basically they could continue doing it. One of the cases that I heard about, bro, he knew some guy was doing that to kids, and he sent them to go work with like blind and deaf kids, like in Africa or somewhere like that, where that guy did obviously horrible shit to, you know, these kids that were blind and deaf, bro. They couldn't even they couldn't say nothing. It's ridiculous, bro.
No,
when
that's
you really
that's
look
beyond.
into that,
That's evil, dog.
bro. When you really look into the Catholic Church, you know, I'm not gonna. If you guys really want to go there, there's some I believe there's some evil things happening behind the scenes.
I mean, that sounds satanic
behind
itself,
the scenes,
dog.
bro. I believe evil has taken over the Catholic Church, bro, and they're the ones that are in charge now. If you really want to, why do I believe that? There's a statue people can look into. It's called the Resurrection of Jesus.
Okay.
They have it in the Vatican. This statue looks like it belongs outside of Marilyn Manson's house, dog, as a front gate. Supposedly it's Jesus being resurrected, but it looks like he's being resurrected out of hell or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I seen that one. I want to say it's like in bronze.
In bronze, yeah. It's a crazy looking statue. And then in that one, it's inside of a hall called like Peter's the Sixth Hall, I think. That hall itself, it looks like a serpent's head, bro. Like there's clearly, it looks like a snake, bro. The head of a snake. There's like two things that look like eyes on the side, right? The way they did the roof, it looked like scales, like a snake scales.
Right.
I don't know. And in the middle of that, they have two fangs, right? And in the middle of the two fangs, that statue's in there, the one I'm telling you about.
Oh shit.
People can look it up. It's in the
And
Vatican,
do they have
bro.
like
This is
little
in the Vatican.
speeches right
The
there?
Pope is sitting like right in front of it, you know?
He's right in the center of it.
There's pictures of him sitting on a chair, basically like a throne and shit, and he's just sitting like right in front of everything. I don't know.
Yeah, the bronze one definitely looked like it was like a little like a figure,
right? Coming out of like a
with
deformed figure.
a
It was
face.
a deformed face. Why would they make Jesus like that?
And it almost looked like it was hell right under it, dog. Like there was like little skulls and like little faces, like creatures, like
it was nothing holy. Let's just say that, bro. It looks. I want people to look it up. It's called the Resurrection of Jesus Christ, and it's a statue in the Vatican.
And the Vatican is the one with the snake.
And the Vatican is where the churches reside. For like the Pope lives in the Vatican. It's its own little spot in Italy, but it's kind of its own little country, bro. It has its own police. Like they can charge you in there, and you won't leave the Vatican. Like so, it's in Italy, but the Vatican has its own little basically like its own little country in Italy.
Right. And that's where like the Catholic
that's where the Pope lives.
You know?
Yeah, that's where the Pope lives. That's where the Catholic Church made their main domain. Like that's where that's where the headquarters are. You could say it like that. That's where the headquarters of the Catholic Church is, right there.
I thought it was Israel.
No, it's in the Vatican one.
Oh, okay.
It's in the Vatican.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Israel's
wild,
the homeland.
dog.
Israel's the homeland. That's why. But the headquarters is in the Vatican. That's where they have like all of the art, like people's art. That's where they have supposedly like I want to say like 25 miles underground worth of documents, worth of things that like would change the world, dog. Supposedly things that are like prove how supposedly it's like the Library of Alexandria, which was a library, dog, with scrolls that like had all of our history written down.
That's
basically
crazy. Probably like hundreds of
thousands
of lives.
Like proof of alien,
thousands of years.
Oh, thousands of years, hundreds of thousands. Proof of like alien connection, supposedly, literally like step by step on how they build the pyramids, what they build them for, what they were using them for, 100%.
And did that one come out like in World War II? Like weren't they trying to come up on? Oh no, Italy. No, if it was Italy, no, never mind. In World War II, weren't they kind of doing that? Like they were stealing like paintings.
I know in World War II, like Hitler and the Nazis, they were super like infatuated with the occult, fool. Like they loved, like they were trying to bring all those powers back, supposedly, you know, like they were looking for all of those. They were looking for the Ark of the Covenant. They were looking for all of they were looking for the cup of Jesus Christ, the one that he drank from in the Last Supper. Like I know they were looking for all that. The Nazis were for sure.
Where would that even be, dog?
You just I guess what you do with that is like you follow like the like what do you call it, the legends, right? So you hear the legend and last time they heard it from here, and you just kind of go try to
the rumor or
the rumors, for sure, the rumor or the mystery, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Or
there's
the scripture, the map,
or there's
whatever.
Exactly, the legends that they hand down, like it was here, and there is things too, the tales that they have like maps, bro, from like way back in the day that like this was the last place,
little hidden treasure.
You go and you try to look for like just like people would go hunting, discover, like try to find the lost city of gold in
Indiana Jones type shit,
Atlantis, everything that they try to look for, you know.
Hey, so as far as Pope Francis, dog.
Yes, Pope Francis.
How do you feel? Like, can I say, "Oh, rest in peace"?
Yes, of course. I feel like anybody you can say that to. It just feels like we can say that, and we can also talk about he was controversial. A lot.
Let's
Pope
talk about
Francis
it.
was a little bit controversial because he was the Pope that said that everybody's welcome into the kingdom of heaven. Like he said even the homosexuals, those people, right? Which I believe like there's no reason that God wouldn't let them in because God created them.
Right.
But if you want to go by the scripture, what the book says, there's a big problem here now.
Yeah, because they say that's not
now
cool.
you're going against the book. And I thought we were supposed to believe in the book. That's where the controversy is. You get what I'm saying? That's why people were like, wait, what are you saying? Because the book right here, the word says, no, they're not welcome.
So they're not standing on their shit.
They're not basically like, yeah, are you trying to change the word of God? People start questioning that, you know? So that's why the only reason he was controversial to me. I know a lot of people were kind of like, what's up with this guy? You know, a lot of hardcore Catholics or the people who are hardcore Catholics.
Yeah, because obviously, you know, like
they follow the book and they're like
the same sex type.
Right, we're not welcome to like. Well,
you're not supposedly right.
Traditionally, you're not supposed to be married. You're not supposed to even like be doing that stuff.
Oh yeah,
it's an abomination. It's blasphemy that you do that. Like for example, the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. That he like in the Bible, God destroyed that whole city because that's what they were doing. Dog. Everybody versus everybody, let's just say like that. Yeah. Like
it was an origin?
Yeah, big time. Wow. It's Sodom. Sodomy, you know, that's where that word Sodom comes from. Sodomy. Sodom and Gomorrah. Yeah, so like he destroyed that whole city, dog, because of it, you know, because of the tomfoolery that was going on.
But
you know,
you got Pope Francis out here saying, nah,
it's
you know what? All of a sudden
they're welcome now.
I'm a human. I'm not even God. Saying that,
and I'm gonna change
okay.
And I'm gonna change.
How is that
I'm gonna go against the word now. So people were like, "What do you mean? What are you saying?"
So are you saying the word's not real?
Yes, that's why people were. He was big controversy, bro. A lot of people didn't like that. A lot of people, but like I said, I know a lot of people hold him as to be a good man. And honestly, I don't really know too much about him, so I can't say whether he was good or not. I do know that controversy about him, and that's what I would mention for sure.
All right. So before we get into the next subject, I don't know if you're well educated on this. How do they do it now? Like, who's gonna be the next pope?
So
do they do like a voting, or is there like an
voting,
automatically?
If I'm correct, no, there's a voting. There's a voting that happens. Yeah, there's a voting that happens. If I'm correct, there's this tradition where like they burn this fire thing, and if the smoke comes out like black, they haven't chosen the new pope, and if it comes out white, I think the new pope has been chosen.
So, that kind of goes back to
but I don't know
who
votes.
Episode.
I want to say like maybe the bishops in between them.
I'm not
idea.
Sure, bro. Let us know. Let us know.
If anybody knows,
in the comments.
Yeah, how do they vote in the new pope?
Yeah, because I'm not too educated.
Or what's the process of that? Yeah,
we were definitely talking about that on the last episode. Go check out episode 8 or 7. I forget. Where we kind of felt. Well, I kind of felt the Catholic was kind of like a cult, just the way they were doing like their little.
The
like
way
rituals.
The church was,
like he just said the black smoke or gray smoke and.
I mean, honestly, technically, if you want to call it a cult, all of the religions are cults, if you think about it, because it's something where like the whole community, a part of the community gets together to pray, to worship,
and it's all rituals.
So it's kind of it's a good cult, I guess, if you want to call it that. Like it's a nice cult that doesn't kill people, I guess.
Yeah, but like
not even that though, because then there's the evil part of the cult too. You know, where the priests are doing that other. It's an ugly situation.
And we can hear that.
We can go about this all day. I know I can, because there's just so much.
Like, no, it's ridiculous, dog. Like, and that's kind of like.
That's why I told you.
I want to say down here at Southgate, there was a priest or something like that. He just got convicted, dog, of doing some weirdo activities,
bro? Like
dog.
that's why I mentioned earlier that I feel like the Catholic Church has been overran by the evil people, dog. That's why I'm like, I can't call myself that no more. I was raised as one, obviously, right? As a young kid, we were raised every Sunday, dog, with con el jefito, fucking get dressed nice, cabrón, and everything, But yeah, as an adult now, there's like, I think for myself now, obviously Pop's been gone, so R.I.P. Pops, but yeah, now I think for myself, and I'm not gonna call myself that, bro. I can't.
Exactly.
I refuse to, bro.
Dog.
I refuse to now. I can't. I just can't.
You're right.
Now with everything that's going on in the background, bro.
As an adult, you're right, dog. Because you sit there and I look and I'm like, man, that's just a whole nother guy right there.
Yeah.
Like, who says that guy is like?
Oh, that's what I think about the priest nowadays. That's why the last time I was there, my mom kind of get out of here, cabrón, and I just walked out of there because I started mentioning that. How do I know this fool hasn't done foul, weird shit?
How do you not know, dog? Like,
get out of here.
How do you know he's a good person, dog?
Like,
unless you literally grew up with the fool and that was your homie or
like
classmate,
your whole family knows him for years, maybe. Yeah. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But I started saying that, and she was like, "Lárgate de aquí, cabrón, ahorita," and I just like
maybe unless he had like a whole family that was there and they can vouch for him.
I mean, but if he has a family, he's not supposed to because he's a priest. That's another controversy. Priests aren't supposed to have families; they can't get married.
Can they have like a?
They have. I mean, I guess if you. I don't know. I don't know
Can
how
they
it works.
have sex?
No, you can't have sex. No, you're supposed to be celibate. That's the whole thing about being a priest.
But see, that I think is already like boiling up like weirdo activities.
I believe it is
dog.
too. I believe it is too.
Because it's going against like nature, isn't
Human
it?
nature.
Yeah, dog.
See, they want to say Jesus Christ never had a woman, right? But we're not Jesus Christ. That was the Son of God. We're nothing like him. How are we trying to compare ourselves to him? Why are we trying to live up to him when we're never going to be that? That's ridiculous. Now you're depriving men from the urge, and now they're acting out in these ways with kids because you're depriving them. It's ridiculous, bro. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
that's a whole different controversy that maybe we'll educate ourselves a little bit more on, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. But
yeah, people can get on and talk what they got. I know a lot of people are gonna have their piece about this too, which is you're welcome. Please,
yeah, let us
comment
know,
anything
man.
you want to.
Completely wrong or whatever, it doesn't matter.
Your point of view, anything. This is just our point of view, my opinion personally. So,
and I agree, dog. Like I feel like I believe in things, you know what I'm saying, as far as a higher being.
Oh, 100%. I believe. See, I call myself a Bible believer, dog. I believe in the Bible, and that's it. I don't believe I don't call myself a Christian, a Catholic, nothing. I believe in the Bible, and that's it.
Same. I don't. Yeah, because sometimes, like I said, dog, some of these rituals and it's just suspect to me.
They don't make sense. Some of them, if you think about it, bro, they don't make sense.
I don't even need the book because I'm telling you, this weekend is wild.
People. It just keep going. Yeah, just keep going.
So that kind of reminds me about, since we're talking about holy people or not good people, we got Nelson Mandela.
Oh, the Mandela effect?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a little crazy right there too, bro. That's a little, like, I guess, conspiratorial-ish, you know? But the Mandela effect is a little bit insane. So if people don't know about the Mandela effect, it started because Nelson Mandela, a lot of people remember him dying in prison, bro, like in the 80s. And then if you look it up,
wasn't he doing the prisons, the hunger strikes, you know?
Yes, I want to say it was, that was Nelson Mandela. But if you look it up, he only died in 2020 or something like that. He recently just died. So people were like,
is it the same Nelson Mandela? Maybe
it
was his son.
Nah, the same Nelson Mandela for sure.
He was already old,
dog. That's where all of this started. And that's why it's called the Mandela effect. And you know what they've traced it back to? They've traced it back to CERN, bro. I don't know if people know what CERN is. That company it's like a scientific program out in Switzerland or somewhere out there, where they have a large hadron collider, bro, where they're shooting particles at each other at the speed of light, basically trying to recreate the Big Bang. But you see, that's
a bomb, you know?
The Big Bang was how the universe was created in the beginning, when it was nothing and it just turned into everything. The thing is, when people are saying now, when you create that amount of energy, bro, like you can. People don't know, but they say you can open portals and you can you can maybe go into like blur the line between this dimension and another one. So what they're saying is like somehow, some way they mess with our timelines or something. Because for example, this is one of the biggest Mandela effects: the brand fruit of the loom, right? Everybody knows the brand fruit of the loom, the little fruit that you get the clothes from,
the underwear.
Yeah, it had back in the days. Everybody remembers a cornucopia, which is like a basket thing that was behind the
like
fruit.
An orange, a lemon, or something, and a banana.
It was like a basket, and then it had all the fruit. Oh yeah, orange, banana, like everything.
I think even like grapes or something.
Right. And when you look into this, dog, you could Google like Fruit of the Loom logos, and they'll bring out every single logo, and they're claiming there was never ever a basket on that logo, bro. And people are like, "There's no way." We clearly remember. So what did people start doing? They started trying to find old clothing, and if you look it up on the internet, there's a lot of videos where people finding old shirts, and boom, that basket is right there.
Hey, that basket is
right here. Look, it's right here. What's up with that?
So they were secretly trying to diminish the fucking basket, dog.
So when they're trying to do what people are trying to say now is that it's a CIA op where they're trying to see if they could like make us give us false memories and make us believe it.
Yeah,
like
that
their mind
warfare
playing
crazy shit. Yeah,
to see like if they could basically make us believe things that we know happened, but they're trying to say like, nah, that never happened.
Which is scary, dog.
Which is very scary because a lot of people, yeah, bro, why wouldn't you?
Scary
you know?
shit, dog.
And so another one was the Bernstein Bears. Everybody remembers that little cartoon. The Bernstein Bears were the little bear family.
Okay.
Everybody remembers how it was spelled with the E. It was the Bernstein. They're saying it's spelled with the A, bro. The Bernstein Bears. So it would be, instead of the Bernstein, it would have been the Bernstein with an A.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, bro, there was never an A. There was an E. Everybody remembers clearly the Bernstein Bears. It was clear. And no, they're saying it was never with the E, it was always with the A. Everybody's like, nah.
So you're saying the CIA is trying? They're the ones that made up this Mandela effect.
I guess manipulating.
They're flexing the Mandela effect on people to see if it works. Basically,
testing it.
Testing it. There you go. Testing.
Test subjects.
Yeah.
Yep.
He said there was another one.
And then, I think Curious George, like, did he have a tail or he didn't have a tail? That's one of them.
He did have a tail.
He did have a tail, right? Did he?
He
I don't
had
remember.
a fucking tail, dog.
He did have a tail?
Had a tail, yeah.
All right, so it's either one or the other that he did have a tail or like, yeah, that's one of the things too.
I'm almost sure he had a fucking tail, dog.
Yeah,
His
those are the Mandela effects. People
brown-
can look him up. It's kind of like interesting.
And I was gonna say Nelson Mandela, like, am I not tripping, or was he like the real old man that had like little like round glasses?
Yes.
Or no, that was Gandhi.
Yeah, that was a total different guy though. Yeah, he was from India. Nelson Mandela was from Africa. Two different people.
Oh yeah,
Gandhi was. It wasn't him. Yeah.
Yeah, but he did the hunger strikes too.
Yeah, he did 100. Oh, he did a lot too. Yeah, Gandhi did a lot too.
Yeah, maybe we'll do the next episode on Gandhi, dog.
Gandhi, he was like, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, like fucking, yeah,
like
he was from
like
India.
a healer, yeah, like a guru type of guy, like a guru.
Man, you know what? Talking about right now that we're talking about bears, dog. Do you know how the teddy bear came along?
Nah.
So real quick, Theodore how do you say it?
Theodore Roosevelt
is a president, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Teddy Roosevelt.
There you go.
Yeah, you're right.
Because what happened was, I guess he went hunting, dog, and I don't know if it was like a sick bear,
okay,
or a disabled bear,
okay,
and
killed him.
No, he didn't want to.
Okay.
So that's why it's a comfort, like you get it, like a teddy bear.
He took care of it. He kind of like
he didn't want
to.
Yeah, because he said it was like like.
So then there was like, oh, Teddy, he was a teddy bear. Okay, I get
yeah, because that's fucked up.
So like you look, yeah, okay, that's why it's a soft, like ugly.
He didn't want it because he also said like, where's the challenge?
It wasn't fair.
Yeah, like he's out hunting. He wants to get like
wants to get a healthy ass bear that probably tried to charge at him,
run away,
or
but this one was injured or something was wrong with it, and he was like, nah, I ain't gonna do this.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's why they call it the teddy bear, which is also like something where kids are like,
right, you kind of protect it.
Yeah, care for it at Lake Love.
And I didn't know it was after the president, Teddy Roosevelt. That's funny. All right, cool. That's what's up.
Anyways, I seen that yesterday.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, dog, and talking about the Mandela effect, I also seen or not just with that though, but Mexico, dog, that was another thing. Okay. So they were saying that Mexico right now, you know how they have the woman president, right?
Yes.
That Mexico is like on its way to the top, like as in like food, like they got it going, dog. Like
a lot of people, what it is, bro, is a lot of people are investing money. Like China's investing a lot of money. There's Japan has been investing in Mexico.
So I heard they got the ball rolling over there, dog. So a lot of fools like to talk crap about Mexico.
They're gonna get it going,
but
bro.
I heard they got it cracking, dog.
They're gonna get it going. There's a lot of infrastructure being built over there right now.
A
lot of new, like, they're gonna put
like
up,
it's booming is
laboratories.
What I mean. Yeah, it's booming. Yeah. Like they're gonna have like
the economy's gonna do good.
Yeah, like a train that's gonna go like, I don't know, something.
A little bullet train they're gonna create.
Yeah, something like that, dog. Like, just
that's all investment from China, bro. They wanna get a good little investment over there, you know.
So a lot of fools like, hey man, you get deported, dog. You might
be eventually you'll be all right. Maybe the first couple years will be hard, but
I think if you're a hustler, I think anywhere you go, dog, you'll be able to do something.
You're gonna do something. No, you will do something.
Although I'm sure it's still a little.
You want to be careful, bro. Yeah, other places are way more dangerous than other places.
They still on that Wild West shit, dog.
Mexico is literally the Wild West, bro, for sure.
And I should be hitting TJ real soon, dog. As a matter of fact, because I want to get my truck painted. Shout out to my boy Rick, man. He does LS swaps, man.
Over there in TJ.
No, right here. Remember he swapped my
yep. Nice.
So I got a K5 Blazer. I got a Cutlass. My boy Rick, me and him, we go way. I'm talking about like 20, 25 years, but about 15, 20 years ago, he was already getting into cars.
Nice.
He started swapping out the engines and shit.
That's dope.
Anyways,
he taught himself then?
He taught himself, dog.
Shit, that's sick.
Shout out to my boy Rick, man, and his family, man. His mom has always been cool, dog.
That's right.
Real good. See, that's why I love the hood, dog. Like, not like gang shit. I mean, like the neighborhood, the dog. Like,
good community around.
Yeah, he used to always look out, man. Moms used to always let me go use the restroom because I went to Morningside High School, bro, and our restrooms were horrible,
Ain't
dog.
nobody trying to go in there?
Nah, bro. I wouldn't even pee in that toilet with your dick, dog.
Straight up.
Straight up, dog. So, and she stayed like literally a couple houses from the school.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah,
perfect.
Like, hey, she's like, entra, mijo, entra. She was like super Mexican, dog.
That's
real good people, man. But yeah, man. So let's get into the next one. Before we, completely close the Mexico part out. Also, there were, how there's like a theory about the dinosaurs, dog, and how they like disappeared.
Yeah.
That there was like an asteroid.
Asteroid here, right there. In the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, dog. That's pretty cool.
That's where it hit.
So that's probably why. That's probably why. Like, if you notice, it's kind of like.
Yeah. There's a crater. Like, I want to say it's like 100 miles or something. It's a big old crater, bro. Yeah, that's what wiped out everybody, all the dinosaurs, everything.
And that would, man.
That gave us our chance to like come up and shit,
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that's when I think like some like got demolished,
Everything.
but then some survived, and that's what like turned into like birds. I don't know. It's like a whole
The
thing. I'm sure
history's
you can look it
crazy.
up. Yeah, but definitely I would love to go fishing one day right there, dog. 'Cause yeah, I just think it would be dope, dog. In the
Yep.
Gulf of Mexico, dog, like
100%.
by Cuba and all that.
And over there, it's not like over here where there's rules for everything.
Nah,
Bro.
you just
Over
probably
there, you
catch
could
whatever
be
you
fishing
want.
off your damn. Like if you're surfing, you could be fishing off your surfboard over there. You know, they don't care.
Yeah, I think right here, bro. Like if you want to go fishing off the pier, you gotta buy you technically by law.
You have to have
you're
a little
supposed
license,
to, a little
right?
license,
Yeah,
dog.
that's ridiculous.
And you could buy
bro.
a day license for like $12 or like.
But like,
I
come
think
on,
kids
bro.
are free until like 12 or 14. But if you think about it, dog, like that in itself is kind of fucked up, don't you think? Because
1,000,000%.
this whole entire world.
Who are you to charge me to be out in the ocean trying to get a fish? Like that's stupid.
Like nah, like we're human. It's like
this
it's
part
like,
of a
let me
human
tax
right.
this fucking ant right here for being in my fucking house.
Exactly.
Like,
That's
let me get.
yeah,
You
yeah,
get
yeah.
me? Like what's
This fucking little mouse right here owes me fucking rent. It's
2
been
fucking
staying here.
pieces of cheese that you took from the fucking like what the fuck, dog? You can't get mad at that shit,
Yeah,
dog.
it's
like,
stupid, dog.
but anyways, yeah, it's fucking like
Fucking
you really think
retarded.
about it, and it's kind of pricey because I think for a year license, dog.
Bro, you just
for
said
fishing-
12 a day. Imagine a day.
No,
dog.
for the year it's like cheaper, so it's like about $160.
Still, bro, who has 160 just for that though? Imagine that still doesn't include
365
the poles you need, the bait, everything. That's bullshit. It's bullshit.
It's honestly, dog, like man, dog.
It's
So
fucked up.
right? Like if you really think about it,
Stupid.
that's fucking stupid. But anyways, that's a whole nother subject. Maybe we'll get into that later.
Yeah,
dog.
how they fucking
That's-
trying to charge us.
For anything,
Anything,
dog. Like,
dog.
hey, let me take a shit. You gotta
Wait
hey,
in 10 years, they're gonna charge you for taking a breath. Watch every fucking breath you owe is fucking
Yeah, like
5 cents now and shit.
Yeah,
Watch.
like what? Anyways, that's just wild, dog.
It's just
Like
crazy, bro.
honestly, dog. So let me see. What do we have here? Because we're gonna get into. Should we do the shine? No, we'll do the shining light after
Little bit
this
later.
one.
Yep.
No, the Jake Paul.
What's up with that fool?
Oh, that he was gonna fight Cesar Chavez Jr.
Julio Cesar Chavez, Jr.
That his son or something.
Yeah, the son.
You
the
didn't
son.
see that?
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
the son hasn't fought in a minute though, but I guess
that's
I
gonna
mean,
be some entertainment shit.
that'll be
though, right?
entertaining, I guess. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know about Jake Paul, right? Because there's always a lot of controversy when he has any event. Now it's coming out that him and Mike Tyson had an agreement, dog, that Mike Tyson wouldn't knock him out and punch him in the face as hard as he can. And that makes sense because if you noticed in the fight, there was 1 or 2 times where Mike did his little move and he could have stepped up and he would have stepped up and thrown him right. And he stopped himself, dog. He clearly stopped himself. You could clearly see it 100%.
The real Mike would have just, I think he would have broke his face,
He would
dog.
have broke his face.
No, his jaw, fool. Like, seriously. Like,
He would have probably broken orbital bone like Canelo did to Billy Saunders.
Yep, 100%.
He would have broken orbital bone. But like,
even at that age, dog.
Once I seen that, I was just like, bro, did you see him hitting the pads when he was training? I was like, ooh, if he lands one of these punches, he's out.
Yeah.
He didn't throw one of those.
I think, honestly, he probably would have knocked him down.
It was probably in the contract. Like, if you knock me out, you're only going to get paid like half of what we're going to get. That's something. So I don't know about that kid.
I think it was just staged overall, dog. And this was probably staged too,
I mean, I know he's not a kid and shit. If he was, grown man now, but whatever.
I'm sure they're going to get real good money for it.
I'm pretty sure, he makes a circus of every event. So, yeah, he'll get his little, they'll get their millions for sure. They'll each get a couple million, I'm guessing.
Hey, to bounce back on the ocean, you know how we're talking about fishing and all that?
Yep.
There was a fisherman I just seen right now, dog. I was fucking taking a masa for the raza.
Right.
And there was a fisherman in Peru. He got lost for 95 days. I want to say like 3 months. And he made it, dog. They found him like in northern Peru, like some Ecuadorian.
So he was lost at sea?
In a little boat? Sea, dog. I just went out. He was 61 years old. He survived, dog.
Man.
I think he said he didn't eat for like about like 10 days or something.
That makes sense.
But he survived off the rainwater that he collected with like.
He didn't catch no fish. He didn't try to catch.
Yeah, off of insects. And he said like a turtle and birds.
Oh, a turtle. He hacked up a turtle.
Or maybe he did have fish too. I don't know, dog.
I'm pretty sure if he was a fisherman, he had to have like line, you know what I mean? To fish.
Think about the survival though, right? Like,
That's
let's say
crazy.
you get a bird. You have a choice of putting that motherfucker on a hook, but what if you don't catch nothing and you lose the bird? Are you gonna eat the bird or are you gonna put it on the hook?
Well, I mean, if you dunk the bird in the water, make his feathers all heavy, he ain't gonna be able to fly. So you probably will be able to. Or you drown him first, I'm guessing. Dunk him in the water, drown his ass, and then just use his dead body as bait.
Or eat some of it.
Yeah, eat that food or some shit too.
Anyways, he survived, dog.
That's crazy what you'll do for in survival. Yeah, for sure. People will be like,
oh,
I'll never do that. But bro, trust me, when you're in the middle of life and death, you'll eat basically anything, almost. Whatever.
Yeah, I just thought that was a pretty cool story, dog. All All right, so let me see here. What do we have? Okay. I'm thinking, should we do Shine the Light or should we wait on that one, dog?
Go for it. Shine the light on somebody.
All right, so we got. All right, so Shine the Light, dog. For those that are tuned in, and you guys already know, then Shine the Light is just basically, for those that don't know,
Right.
Shine the Light is for to kind of shine light on raza.
Yeah, somebody who's doing something good in the community, something positive in the community, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Raza who's doing positive stuff.
Sometimes I mean the Latino community, the raza Chicano community, dog. What they kind of do sometimes, dog, is I feel they kind of put a little light on
negative
aspects. People
cholos, fucking drug dealers. That's all they want to think we are, but we're much more than that.
Yeah, dog. Because trust me when I say that, dog. We grew up around that shit, dog. It's to me, it's
what it is. But
and respects to it, dog.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong,
100%,
mad
100%.
respects. Like,
100%.
But I just feel like, you know what, man? Like, how
there's
about
more? We're more. There's a lot more. We're complex people, dog, and there's a lot more to us than just that,
All right, so Johnny J, right?
Yep.
I can't tell you like his whole full name, but what I do know is like I was looking into it, dog, and I was watching some. I forgot what I was watching exactly.
Okay.
But Johnny J was actually he made beats, dog.
Okay.
He made beats, dog. Shout out to the homie Lil Man too, dog.
Yep, shout out to the homie. Yep.
He's gonna make a
little intro
for our podcast.
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
So
good looking. Yep.
So shine the light on Johnny J, dog. Johnny J was from Juarez, Mexico, dog.
Okay.
He lived out here in LA.
Okay.
So he was Mexican American.
Yeah.
And
got to grow up out here.
He
kind of
basically was Mexican American.
Yeah,
But I guess he was
100%.
born. But as a baby, I guess he got like adopted here, dog.
Oh, okay.
Which makes it a little bit more like, oh shit, like so he's not like a privileged ass.
Nah, he came from obviously he got adopted, so it was a struggle at the beginning. His life was a struggle in the beginning.
Exactly, dog. And he made beats, dog, and
but
a lot of people, like I never heard of him until right now, dog. Like he made beats for Tupac, dog.
Oh, what was the name?
Johnny J, dog.
Johnny
I don't know his real name, dog.
Man, we gonna have to post a
look
picture of
into
him
it.
and everything.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I never heard about this kid, Johnny
He made
J.
like All Eyes on Me. He made like a bunch of bangers, dog.
All Eyes on Me?
Yeah,
what?
He was
Johnny J, huh?
Yeah. I think even like Hit 'Em Up. He was the one behind all the fucking the fucking beats, dog. Like the badass Tupac beats that everybody like around our age fucking
that we know them by heart, word for word.
Theos and probably grandpas now, dog. Yeah, fool,
they
like
can sing
that
it word for word,
man, dog. Like Tupac definitely was like I think anybody like in our genre, man, anybody in general, dog. Like
a lot of people
was one of your first rap songs, dog. Like
100%.
You get me?
Especially RA, like for sure. Yep.
So yeah, dog. Fucking he actually made the beats, dog. Oh, and when Tupac passed away, which is a whole nother controversy, but when Tupac passed away, he actually kind of like stopped himself, dog. Like he didn't
continue on in the music industry.
But what he did do was continue like Tupac's like I think he's the one that made you know how they came out with songs after?
Dude, they came out with one of the best albums, Better Days, afterwards, bro.
That one. He made the beats for that one too.
What's
his name? Johnny J, dog.
J.
Something like that, dog.
I'm about to look him up. I've never heard of this.
Look him up, dog. That's Shine the Light for
hell yeah. Shine the light on Johnny J. Yeah. What's up with him now?
Well, he just stopped. Remember I said that after that.
So he just like went ghost and shit?
He died.
Oh, he died.
He got killed in jail, dog.
Wait, in jail where?
I want to say in LA, dog.
Over here?
Yeah, probably in Med Central. That nobody really knows. That they were saying it's kind of like a suicide. Which, man, that's a whole nother thing, dog. Like,
wait, nah, he's dead?
Yeah, dog.
Oh, fuck, I was about to say, what's up with this guy? Yeah, where's he at?
See, like, that's what that's the kind of shit
sucks, dog.
That people like him should kind of get a little bit more recognition, dog, because it's like, he could really, like, relate to all of us, like, off top.
Not only that, he got to live it, like, right there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's born in Mexico, basically raised here. He made beats, but, at those times, dog, and this is probably going to go into a whole nother subject.
Let's go.
Yeah, okay, so look, check this out, man. There's the hater world, right? Shout out to Droops, man.
Yeah, shout out to Droops.
Yeah,
sure, yep.
And shout out to everybody in the haters world too.
Yep, shout out to them boys.
Yeah. So check this out, dog. Like today and yesterday, I noticed that they were posting right. Another podcasters, African American podcasters, and they were kind of like. Which I disagree on. I really didn't like it because I feel like you're throwing little twigs into a fire.
Doing unnecessary shit sometimes.
Like kind of like racial.
Right. Stirring up the tensions and shit.
So basically, Haters World was, and the other podcaster, I guess they were saying that African American rappers, they weren't really like assisting or helping like Latinos, dog.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, the Shine the Light, the John Jay,
Yeah.
they were working with each other,
He's tripping,
dog.
bro.
In
They're
the
tripping.
90s, dog.
What about Easy putting Toker and Brownside on, bro? What about that too? Like, what are you talking about?
I don't know, but something like that, dog. I could be
get
wrong.
it.
If I'm wrong, go ahead, correct us, dog.
I understand what he's saying. Like, they probably didn't do like a big effort, but there was effort being made in the
Somewhat
background. Yeah, 100%. Like I said, I know for a fact Eazy-E was, he put Brownside and them on, dog. He was mad messing with Toker, and Toker with him were mad messing together, dog. Like, they were chilling a lot. He was using them for all the events, like at security and shit. Like, they were chilling, bro, for sure. So I kind of, I don't know.
So that other podcast,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is out in LA too, dog. They're kind of like,
Which
like
one?
I don't know. I gotta look into it, dog.
Yeah.
And they're African Americans, so
Yep,
they
yep,
were
yep.
kind of like saying the opposite, as in I forgot what exactly, dog. I'll
Mhm.
get more into it, but it just kind of reminds me of that whole situation right there, dog.
Yeah.
And basically what I'm trying to say is the Latinos, they've been in hip hop culture for a minute, dog.
For sure, bro.
You know
For
what I
sure.
mean?
We've been in it for not only that, just not only the Mexicans. You have Big Pun in the East Coast over there putting it down for the Latinos. Fool, one of the dopest.
What was he, Puerto Rican?
He's
you know?
Puerto Rican, fool, but
Oh,
one of the
Big Pun?
dopest. Yeah, Big Pun, one of the dopest rappers of all time. Fool, like we've been had our stake in it too. So like, I don't know.
He was too hot.
I don't understand.
He was too hot on the mic, dog.
He
Big
was
Pun.
cold. I still bump his jams to this
I love
day.
that
I still
shit,
bump
dog.
his shit, fool. Like, so I don't understand what he meant by like, what do they mean? Like, they didn't push us. First of all, I'll be honest with you. They didn't have to push us. That's not, push yourself. Make your music make the music speak for itself, and people will listen, bro.
And especially now,
Big
dog.
Pun, look at, he's perfect example of that. He wasn't saying, "Hey, I need you guys to push me." He did his music and let the world hear it, and the world loved it, dog.
He was a beast
You know what I mean?
on the mic,
I feel
dog.
that's like, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of,
And even
weird.
like Eminem, dog.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Eminem just spoke for
If
himself
the
too.
talent is there, bro, it's gonna speak for
And
itself.
if you ask me, he's Caucasian, dog, so it'd probably be a little harder for him.
Come on, bro. Yeah.
At least in a scene like that, dog. You get me?
For sure.
And then,
like Pac, I just feel like a lot of, especially like, even though it wasn't like maybe out in the open all the time, but like, come on, Pac's like to live and die in LA. It wouldn't be LA without all of that. Like, we're mentioned a lot. I don't understand what he meant by that.
Yeah, I'll look into it. Maybe we'll get into it in the next episode, dog. You know what I mean?
I'll have to look at the
Yeah,
video.
this was barely
I
today,
didn't
dog.
see the video,
This
so
was barely today, yesterday, dog. Like, it was just something I was just fucking. I was taking my fucking masa. I was like, oh shit, like what the fuck is this? But yeah, man, that's dope, dog. And we'll make a short clip.
But shout out to everybody, man.
Yeah, on the the food that makes the beats and shit.
Yeah,
dog.
that's cool, man. I didn't know about that guy.
All right, so let me see here. What do we have? The escapee, dog.
The escapee.
They got him, dog.
They got him. Oh, that's right,
got
huh?
him,
They
dog.
got him.
So, like we were saying in the last, that's my son right there. Shout out Zolan.
Yeah.
So on the last episode, dog, we're talking about how he went on a shootout.
Yep.
With the Gringo Hunter,
The
dog.
Gringo Hunter, he killed her.
And hey, Mexico ain't playing, dog, and they got him, dog.
They got him,
caught. I never really got into detail as far as like how or what.
Yep.
But he's caught, man. His little
run is over.
His run is over.
I'm surprised, honestly, he let himself get caught, bro. I thought he would have gotten in a hella gunfire.
I'm surprised he was in TJ.
He was still there? He didn't leave more into Mexico?
Nah, he had the shootout in TJ.
Yeah, but after the shootout, he didn't book it like into Mexico? Because obviously, if I'm in TJ, I'm going to head deeper in. Obviously, I'm not going to stay there.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know. I should look into that.
Yeah,
I'm going to look into that, guys.
That's weird.
But yeah, he got caught. Yeah, I wonder, because I'm thinking the same thing. Like, I was thinking even, like, he got in a shootout in TJ. Like, fool, like, I thought you were, like, out in the fucking rancho,
I thought you would have been trying to get to, like, Guatemala already, like, the next country over.
Yeah,
trying to keep going. Why would you stay there? Like,
or at least be, like, deep in the fucking rancho,
or
right?
in la sierra, güey. Métete pa, like, deep into the fucking jungle over there or some shit, fool.
But you know what, dog? I guess, like,
every dog has his day.
Yeah, every dog has his day, dog. And you know what, dog? Like, he's taking lives, dog. So that's not cool, man. You know what I
it's
mean?
not cool.
Yeah, you can't. Like, yeah, that's the last thing. I don't want nobody to think we glorify that type of lifestyle.
Nah, hell no.
Like,
That cool,
he should have done this. And you know what? He shouldn't be taking people's lives, dog.
We'll
leave it as that. You get me? We'll leave it as that. I get it. Like,
I just can't believe it. Like I said, he let himself get caught. I didn't think he was gonna let himself. I was thinking right away he's gonna die. He's gonna go out with a shootout.
That or just be deep in fucking some rancho in a fucking barn. You know what I'm saying? Or something, dog.
That's
like
crazy.
That shit's wild, dog. All right, so let me see, dog. And then before we wrap anything up, or I ask you if you want to touch on anything, we got on Hood Stocks, dog. So Hood Stocks, he was interviewing I think the La Sleepy 818 or whatever. She's cool. She does like a bunch of dancing and stuff, and she's super banged out, dog. and I guess he had asked her something like, "Oh, how do you feel about something about her and her younger people that she dances with, like at Santa Fe Springs and all that?" Or I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. So what do you think, dog? Like
what?
as far, but see, I think we already touched
I
on
was gonna
that.
say, what was he asking though? Like, what was the question?
No, that basically like the whole thing. I think we already touched it though. Like where fools look dressed banged out, fool. Like the people that dress banged out, like
Yeah. Like what?
Like is
Now
it
they're not
like is it like stolen valor?
I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, that's weird. I mean, some people are complaining because they're wearing skinny jeans. Now that they're dressing banged out, oh, they're not gangster. Why are they dressing like that?
So
like,
basically,
you can't
everybody's gonna like complain about
mind your own
something.
business.
Dog.
Everybody gotta mind their own fucking business, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Come
dog.
on, bro.
And
Like, you know what I mean? At first it was, they're wearing skinny jeans. They look like girls. Bro. Now that they're dressing banged out, why the fuck they're dressing banged out? They ain't gangsters. Like, man, fucking, you can't win with people sometimes.
All right,
you know?
so you know what? Let's get into probably our last topic, and then if anything else, dog, you just reminded me right now. Would mind your motherfucking business, dog. So, man, where was this at? I'm not sure exactly where this was at. I want to say this was Southern California, and it was a Karen, dog.
Okay.
It was a Karen in Simi Valley.
Okay.
In Simi Valley, dog.
What this bitch do?
She was old. I think her name was like something Sanchez. She's like a nurse, dog. But I guess she's like
Karen was a nurse.
The Karen was a nurse, dog.
Okay.
So then there was this just maybe a little paisita lady, who knows from where, pregnant, dog, 7-8 months pregnant, and she was selling her little fucking raspado.
Oh, no, little vendor,
no, she was selling like ice creams and like little chips that were
a little
all
street vendor,
closed, and she was doing her shit,
hustling, getting her hustle on.
So this Karen's over here with her fucking like ugly ass little fucking dog.
Yeah.
I don't even know what kind of dog. Who cares? I think it was a fucking Frenchie.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, a little brown piece of crap. So she's walking it, and she's like pissed because she's selling stuff, dog.
The fuck?
And she says that she's lowering the cost of her community.
How? By selling by being there 5 minutes and fucking selling what people want and then getting out of there? How? How is she lowering the cost?
I have no idea. She said that and that yeah, like you need a permit or I don't know what. She was tripping, dog.
Yeah.
She was tripping, and then she just went out of her way not only to like confront her, dog, but she like grabbed her fucking cart and like kind of like shoved it, which made the fucking pregnant lady, a pregnant lady, fall, fool, on her fucking knee and her abdomen, fool. So she had like a little bruise, like I don't know, like on her thigh or like her leg somewhere, like a little purple bruise, and a little purple one on her stomach, fool, like a baby, dog.
What the fuck?
And yeah,
I didn't see this.
So thankfully, dog, like there was an Amazon driver, a Prime driver, whatever.
Okay, he recorded
and he was able. No, he was just kind of was like, hey, like you know,
what are you doing?
Yeah, like
she's pregnant, obviously.
You know, like the crazy. These ladies are crazy, fool.
Yeah.
Like they're still right there, like
trying to defend their action and shit.
Like, well, I shouldn't have done that, but she shouldn't be here. Like, what the? She's pregnant, lady.
I hope they bring charges to that fucking.
Oh yeah,
lady,
I think
bro.
they are.
I hope they bring charges to her.
I think right now she only has battery, but
it's an assault.
But fool, like I want to say probably in days, dog. The lady probably already had like a volunteer lawyer. They're trying to push it to hate crime.
No, it's a hate crime.
It is a hate crime. It is.
You assaulted bro. If you, I don't know if you can go there, but that's like, isn't that almost like attempted murder on a baby?
That's what somebody was
saying.
Isn't
that
almost
attempted murder on the baby? How big she is, and how like, what if she loses her baby because of that?
That's what they were saying in the comments. No, but everything, I guess the doctor said it was good.
And I pray it is all good, but
it is.
You know, like that's ridiculous.
But that's what somebody said. Isn't that like they said that exact thing? They were like, isn't that kind of like
attempted murder? Yeah, I mean, you can see that she's pregnant, right? Obviously, so
or manslaughter or something, dog.
Something, dog. What the fuck is wrong with you,
dog. So hopefully, man, I hope. Oh, and then everybody was clowning in the comments, dog. They were like, "There you go. You just got her a green card.
Thank you.
There you go. Good looking out.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's all you did.
And that baby will be fucking taken care of now. Thank you.
Yeah, good job. You know what I mean? So she just, man, some people, dog, and that's what reminded me about the mind your business
mind
thing,
your fucking business.
Because there was like on TikTok, there was some like some light-skinned African American girl, dog. She was pretty, whatever. But she said that exact thing. She's like, you could have just mind your business.
Mind your own fucking business, dog.
And
that's
you would not
How
be
hard is it,
in
dog?
that situation, dog.
Why do people feel entitled to go like get into a situation that had nothing to do with them whatsoever, dog? Like, just
like let me throw on this cape.
Yeah.
And they walk out and intervene. Like,
people
bro,
are ridiculous, dog.
Like, hey, man, in the hood, We don't do that shit.
My
dog.
own
You know what
fucking
you do?
business. That's it.
You look out the window, and then you close the
You
curtain.
didn't see shit. I didn't see nothing anyways. I was blind that day for 2 hours, officer. I looked at the sun. I couldn't
And
see. I don't know what
eat
happened.
your TV dinner, watch your TV, mind your business, bro.
Fucking people.
And that's
dog.
that you'll get a lot far. Now, don't get me wrong. I know there's times where you need to step in, but that's definitely not a time.
That's
dog.
when like the situation calls for it, right? So like when somebody's life is in danger, maybe, or one of your family members, or just somebody in general that you feel that person not gonna be able to maybe get themselves out of this situation, and you feel you can get them out. But bro, to just like they're selling something over there, and it bugs me because well, fuck them, I don't like them. That's why it bugs me. Let me go over there and make a scene. Like,
No, and that's what it really comes
that's
down
what
to.
it is, dog.
That's
Like,
what it comes down to, dog. Like really, dog. That's what it is. Even like fucking parking wars and road rage and all that, dog.
not
like,
worth it, bro. Not worth it.
Well, think about it. Her whole life, if you think
It
about
changed
it,
now, obviously.
yeah, fucking. I'm sure she got fired from her
Now she's
job
probably now she's gonna get sued.
because that's bad business. Like if I had an employee, dog, and he did some weirdo
Well,
shit
you know what they
or
do,
some
right?
racist shit.
You know what they do is they call that they find out where you work, and then
Oh, yeah.
everybody starts calling that place, dog. So then they fire you. Like, you know what? Because you're working here, my phone is nonstop. I can't have this. I can't run my business like this. You gotta go. And they fire people.
Dude, there's whole channels
That just-
TikTok, like people.
Oh, TikTok, they'll find you, bro. Don't do nothing stupid.
In
Or
one
don't
day,
they'll find you, bro.
24 hours.
The internet is undefeated. They will fucking find you, bro. If they
Yeah,
haven't been,
bro.
they will find you, find who you are, where you live, and you will get fucking
So
fired.
please, people, change.
Mind your
little-
business. Just mind your business.
If you got your thoughts, then you know you have
Keep them in
every
your
right.
head.
You have every
Yell them
right.
in your head and shit.
But yeah,
But
man,
just-
don't flex it, bro, because you're gonna look real
It's not
stupid,
worth it,
dog.
bro. It's not worth it.
That was wild, man. I couldn't believe it. Like I was more in shock. Like, damn, people are really that evil, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
people just don't
pregnant
care, dog.
lady, fool.
People
Like,
don't care.
Like, how low can you go, dog? Like, honestly, dog, that's just wild. So yeah, man, I think we're coming up to an ending for this episode.
9.
Everybody keep a lookout, man. Like I said, I'm gonna have that interview, our first interview. Honestly, it's about ready. I just gotta come up with some questions. It's gonna be on the active graffiti artist. Thought that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything else you want
What
to
else
top
we got?
off?
Well, now what else we got going on? That was about it.
The weekend, yeah.
What you do this weekend? Anything cool?
Yeah, man. I was able to tat up. Rest in peace, Dumps, man. He was already finally buried, man. You know,
Yo,
resting in peace.
rest in
Yeah,
peace.
resting in peace. And you know, one of his little nephews, dog, he
Okay.
came through and
Oh,
I was
yup.
able to put a long live Dumps, dog.
Okay,
Came out
that's
real
right.
nice, some nice script, man. And,
Yep.
definitely, dog. Everybody be safe out there, dog. Like,
Be safe,
you
man.
know, unfortunately,
Yeah, have
dog,
fun, enjoy life, man. A couple of days ago, we went on this. I had myself a little bit of fun, you know.
Okay.
I went out with some beautiful ladies, you
Okay,
know. That's
okay.
the best thing in life, you know, going
Most
out with these
definitely, dog.
beautiful women. But yeah, it was a good time, you know. Nothing
Enjoying
crazy.
the fruits of earth.
100%,
Yeah.
the best fruit of earth.
Yeah.
Literally. I wouldn't want to be here if it wasn't here. Let's just say that. But yeah, besides that, it was cool, you know, nice. It was good vibes. That's what I like now, you know.
Most
now that we,
definitely.
you know, in our 30s, I'm not dealing with none of that little kid energy shit no more, bro. You know, you either act right and we chilling and vibing, or I'll just leave and shit. I ain't gonna lie. I don't argue with nobody no more. I just walk out.
Most definitely. And now that we're like kind of like somewhat touching on that subject, dog, as far as like the dating scene, I mean, how do you feel about that, dog? Like, do you think it's, you know, now
It's
if
weird.
you don't mind letting the people know, I mean, are you single or are you not
Yeah, I'm
single?
single.
Is that
I'm
okay to
single.
say?
Yeah, I'm
or,
single, yeah,
Or you want to keep it
Nah, I'm single, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm single, and the dating, I don't know, bro. Dating is kind of crazy. There's a certain game you play when you're now in the dating world. I just don't play that game. You know what I mean? I just don't play none of the
So
games.
basically what you're saying, like, as you get older, dog, that little that string kind of gets shorter.
So honestly, the way I am is with the girls that I meet, I'm very upfront, like what I expect, and just exactly. I don't play none of that, like try to do what they want just so they could try to like make them feel good, or like, nah, bro, it's upfront. This is what I am. This is what it is. This is, you know, and with me, you see what you get. Shit, like there's
I'm
no
gonna fuck with Tigre right now.
up front.
So are you saying that Andrew Tate is right?
About what?
His view on women.
I don't know. I really don't pay attention to that. So I don't listen to his view like that. So
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we would have to like really look into it.
yeah,
dog.
I know. Nah, it's just being yeah.
Well, doesn't he kind of uplift like that kind of like those situations, you know?
I'm not sure what he does, honestly, bro. I never really paid attention to his content like that, but I guess he tries to like motivate. He's a motivator,
Yeah.
I guess. But it's not even this. It's not that hard, bro. That's the thing. Like, be confident in yourself. That's it. You don't have to try to act like Andrew Tate. You don't have to shave your head, try to be like him. You
Have a
don't have to do
cigarette
none
and a
of that,
suit.
bro. Just be who you are and be confident in that. Everybody has a talent. I believe God gave every
Yeah.
single person one talent. Find what that talent is, attack it with all your heart, enjoy that talent, and then that'll start opening little avenues for you, bro. For sure. It's just like sometimes I feel people focus so much on like trying to talk to women where nothing they do with women comes off natural.
Nah,
Nothing, bro.
it's
And
not
that's
gonna
not
be
gonna
natural.
work. You gotta just be yourself. It's all
Chase
right.
your dreams, not the women, dog. And
Exactly.
whatever you're chasing,
Chase your
eventually
passion and
it'll-
your talents,
and
bro.
it'll
what you
come
want.
with it,
That's
dog.
what you want, bro. Then everything else will fall in place. Like, don't worry about it. Like, I know it's hard, you know. Like I said, I don't know. I don't have social media, right? That's why I say I'm not in the dating game like that because
Hey, they got no social media.
I've
dog,
never
off
had
top.
it. I've never had it. And one thing that I believe is Instagram is a dating app, dog. But like, you could definitely use it as that, which is like, that's why I say that's kind of the
It's
market.
like an advertisement.
That's kind of the market right now in the dating field. You're honest, but I don't have that, so that's why I say I'm not in the dating game. But yeah, I'll be, you know, I do my thing. I'm one of those where I see a pretty girl, I walk up right then and there. Hey, pretty girl, you know, whatever it is, whatever I could think of right then and there, dog. If guys want to know what to do, let me give you a simple advice. A nice compliment. You got beautiful eyes, pretty smile, nice hair. Anything like that will open the door for the conversation to start right off the bat. And then you go from there.
And then social media tries to like beat all that. Fool.
Yeah.
And you do that through a little message. Like that shit
No,
is
then
not
you do that when
authentic,
you do that in your room all confident and shit.
Yeah.
And then you meet the
then
girl and
real
you're like,
close,
all quiet.
man.
Like, come on, bro. Yeah, do it in person. Get comfortable. And another thing, let me tell these young gentlemen, it's okay to be rejected, bro. Don't feel bad about it. Don't let it
It
get
should
to
be
you.
nothing, dog.
It's nothing. Keep going. You look, when you're playing basketball, you keep shooting,
Hey,
right? Because
fool.
it's gonna go in eventually. You're gonna get one. Relax.
Hey,
you're fine.
I think fools
People
even
take it a
get
little-
hurt off of
they-
fucking
it-
not
they-
even getting a response on
Bro, people
Instagram,
take
dog.
it-
They're like, oh, like,
God, these youngsters take it personal now, like or
They
a
do.
woman rejects them at the bar, they get mad. It's like, bro, relax.
no, that's the
It's
OG.
fine.
I'm
It's
talking
fine.
about fools probably feel bad.
Oh, bro,
sending
crashing
a message on Instagram.
Imagine
It's not
they-
even real life,
Imagine
dog.
they
And they're
send
like,
one DM, right? And they
I got
the
left
girl.
on scene, like, you know
Fool,
what I mean?
they send one DM, the girl doesn't answer, and then maybe 30 minutes later they send her 5 more. You fucking bitch.
Oh, God.
Like, bro, what are you guys doing? What
No,
are
that's
you guys
crackhead
doing?
activities right
What are you
there,
guys
dog.
doing, man?
That's crackhead activities for
That's
sure,
not
dog.
attractive at all. That shows like insecurity. It's not like that, man. Just be confident in yourself. Like I said, find the talent, find your passion, and do that with all your heart, and everything else will be fine, man.
Yeah,
Everything will fall into
there's a
place.
somebody for everybody, dog.
100%.
That's for sure.
100%.
And if you, that's what I think. Yeah, like you were saying, like if you over here chasing something, you're gonna be running in circles, dog.
Literally.
So just chase after what you want to do, like a purpose in life, and
Yep.
you'll be a whole lot better, dog. And chase the right things, dog. Like
I'll say that too. Yeah, don't settle, man. Don't settle when you're young just because it's a good, like, if you're happy and it's a good paying job and you can make a living off of it, cool. But you want to do something, that's why they've always said, when you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. That was a saying I've heard since I was a little kid. When you do what you love for a living, you will never work a day in your life because you enjoy it so much. It's like turning your hobby into your work. You know what I mean? Something that you love doing and getting paid for that. What more do you want?
exactly, dog. And for the people a little bit more our age, dog. Hey man, go out of your way, man. Show somebody younger, maybe a younger nephew, a younger cousin, a younger coworker,
Whatever, man.
dog.
It could be a younger homie, little homie from the block. It
I
could
always
be
try
anybody,
to steer
bro.
them correctly, dog.
Yeah, good advice, man. Let's start giving these kids some good advice,
Yeah,
bro.
because like I said, dog, like in the last couple of weeks, dog, like the last couple of weeks, definitely young people been like 16 years old, dog, passing away, fool.
It's crazy,
And if
bro.
now that I'm at my age, dog, like fucking, I'm 38.
Yep.
That's sad, dog. Because if I remember back that age, dog, like
You don't
dog,
think
like
about
you're
that.
barely starting life, dog.
Yeah, you're not thinking.
You're
dog.
not even, like,
You're almost
cool,
like a
like-
cerebral little animal where it's just like kind of instincts. You just do whatever you think is right, and
Yeah.
you're not even really
Oh man, that's a good
thinking
way
of
to see
nothing,
it, dog.
Yeah,
And,
it's
and
tough.
imagine just getting cut short like that, dog.
I know, bro. I think about that too. Like, imagine not getting the chance to mature, dog, and get wiser and
Oh, he for
older in
sure
your
didn't
age, dog.
mature.
Like,
yeah,
damn,
100%.
that's crazy.
He wasn't gonna mature until like probably another 10 years, dog.
Well, I really believe we really don't start maturing as men, dog, till we're
26.
30, dog. Till we're
Yeah,
30. That's when
30,
we
yeah.
hit like. That's when, cause like you're 21 and all that. You're an adult, but you're not.
You're a little
You're not
kid.
mature, dog. Now we know that our cerebral frontex, the front of it, it doesn't fully grow till you're 25. Just imagine that. Now we know that it's scientifically proven now. So like,
should they change the age of like adults?
I don't
Is that
know.
what you're saying?
I don't know if they should change the age. I don't think they have to change the age, but I think we should be aware that like a
What do you guys
21-year-old is still kind of like their brain is not fully developed yet. It's not. It doesn't get fully developed till 25.
Well, that's what they did with the smoking. No, don't you have to be 21 now?
Now 21. Yeah, well,
And
remember.
he used to be 18.
Well, remember what they passed in the prison system that if you did your murder, if you committed your crime before the age of 25, and you did it when you were like 18, 19, and they gave you life or something, they were gonna let you out because of that. That was the reason why.
Because now you're young.
Now
they still got young.
Now they knew that the brain wasn't fully developed.
And
now
it's
they
not.
know.
It's not. Yeah.
It's not, bro. At 21,
you're basically robbing lives
it's
at that
not,
point, dog.
It's not fully developed, and then you start adding the mix of alcohol and fucking, you know,
it's even worse.
It's just
But at the same time, dog, like there still needs to be justice, dog. Because sometimes I really do think about like. It's like imagine like your relative or somebody.
No, there has
you
to
know,
be justice, bro.
Yeah, dog. They take that life fool, and you're gonna.
You have to pay for
how
that.
come this fool? Like man,
You
they
have to
took.
pay for that.
Yeah, dog.
You
Like
have to.
eye for an eye, dog.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to do the time if you commit the crime, bro. You have to.
But yeah, so that's closing up right there, man.
Yep.
Anything else
Nah,
to top
man.
it off?
Thank you to everybody who's been tuning in. We appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I know Moko appreciates it.
Yeah, most definitely, dog. Like I said, my nose is a little stuffed, dog. That's why right now I was like, yeah, we're gonna have to wait a couple more days, dog. We're gonna try to hit it. What? Maybe like
we'll see. What we on Tuesday? Yeah, we'll see. Maybe like
Thursday,
3 days.
Thursday, Friday. All right.
Thursday, Friday. We'll drop the next one for sure.
All right, so good looking now.
Thanks, everybody.
Here we go.